I see no reason to delay bringing you in anymore. You come in on a rainbow. Yeah. The man who does keep us posted on those things related to the world of movies and music. You are the culture blaster. You write for the Marina Times, Michael Snyder.
Hey, ho, I do hug and kiss and hump casually.
Let me ask you, though, we sent you a Mark's Madness bracket. Did you fill one out? You did. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's good.
I do hug and kiss people casually.
Casually is the way to do it.
Right. I filled out the form casually. I wrestled with it, buddy, but then I filled it out. Hey, look, it's been a big week. Yeah. Happy belated St. Patrick's Day. I was ready for it this year. I corned the beef. I chilled the keg. I aged the whiskey. I even tied a green bow around the aspirin bottle on the mantle so I could find it.
Wow.
And yes, once more, I experienced what we like to call the turning of the green by the end of the night. And
you do not know what you are talking about.
Wait, is it okay to kiss the Blarney Stone through an N95 mask? It's just
it's a wild idea.
Just might work. Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe the gasoline prices. They are flirting with $7 the way I flirt with an attractive waitress. And furthermore, I drove past one gas station that actually said under per gallon, your week's salary. It wasn't even a number.
How about that, everybody? Michael Snyder, he'll be here
next week
for a few minutes.
Okay. Wait.
Anyway, look, Michael, you're here. I appreciate your takes on society. Don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
But could you give me some takes on some movies, please?
Sure. Okay, so...
By the way, I loved Tick, Tick, Boom, I was telling you.
Thank you for joining us in 2021.
It has been out for a while, hasn't it?
A little bit. And I raved about it on a program called The Mark Thompson Show.
Yeah.
And I tried to encourage you. And Andrew Garfield, so wonderful. A premier performance on the part of this guy.
I'm late to the party. Thank you. I stand corrected.
And yet I still maintain our
friendship.
I stand
corrected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, subtle and smart. The Outfit is a crime drama that's claustrophobic in the best way and graced by a lead performance by Mark Rylance. He's got to be one of the finer character actors working in film today. This movie, which, by the way, is directed and co-written by Graham Moore, who won the Oscar for scripting The Imitation Game. This is a trim, stylish period piece set in the early 1950s in Chicago. The primary focus is an upscale tailor shop run by Leonard. Basically, he's the character played by Rylance, and he's a skilled British cutter, as he calls himself, one who creates the suits out of whole cloth and uses scissors and hence cutter. And he's assisted by a really sharp, plucky young woman who is the friendly face of the shop. Okay, while the boss is busy in the back working on the suits with his needle and thread, she's up front. But this is not just the tailor shop. It's also a drop for communiques between various gangsters in the hood, overseen by a mob boss whose reckless son is one of the lieutenants and whose gang is in conflict with another local unit. And they're all under the watchful eye of the Outfit, ostensibly the most powerful crime organization in the business of dirty business. There are surprises and double crosses and lots of tension as things play out in this single locale. And as you might expect, it's brilliantly acted by Rylance with, by the way, great support from Zoe Deutsch as Leonard's shop assistant. And Zoe Deutsch, by the way, is a legacy kid. She's the daughter of director Howard Deutsch and actress Leah Thompson.
Oh.
And she earns her place on the screen. She's very, very... I've loved most of the stuff I've seen her do. Anyway, also Dylan O'Brien is the son of the mob boss. Johnny Flynn is this ambitious thug in the gang. And Simon Russell Beale is the boss himself, the big boss. The Outfit is a character study as well as a really tense, taut mystery. And it's as well tailored to Rylance's skills as a high-end Savile Row suit.
I get what you did there because he works as a tailor.
Yeah, right. Anyway, it's in theaters. I really
not giving you a ding on that.
No, by no means do you get loose with the dings.
There was nothing dingable in the entire.
Okay, fine. Anyway, highly recommended in theaters.
Wow,
The Outfit.
The Outfit. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I wish I could have been a little more excited about Deep Water. All the elements are there. The movie concerning, shall we say, unusual marriage between a wealthy, handsome, ex-engineer and current dilettante, and his beautiful but sexually wayward wife, as in Wanton and Indiscreet. This stars Ben Affleck as husband Vic and Ana de Armas as his wife Meredith. I like them both, and both are very good at playing, we'll call it the morally compromised characters. The source material is provocative and unimpeachable for thriller fans. Deep Water is based on the eponymous book by writer Patricia Highsmith, whose creepy but awesome novels about brilliant psychopath con man Tom Ripley, as in The Talented Mr. Ripley, have been made into 2 terrific movies, not to mention The Two Faces of January, which I loved, Todd Haynes' Carol, Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, and so on, all based on Highsmith novels.
Great. Yeah, so this has to be great then, right?
I wish. Anyway, but look.
By the way, eponymous is a thing word.
It was directed by Adrian Lyne, a man whose career was built on a string of well-received erotic romances and thrillers like Fatal Attraction and Indecent Proposal and 9.5 Weeks and so on. Furthermore, my God, it's set in one of my favorite cities and one of the most colorful in the known universe, New Orleans. But the dialogue and some of the performances are too much or too little. Affleck kind of looks glazed over at times. De Armas seems like she's pushing too hard. And the ever-reliable Tracy Letts is saddled with a very small and strange but significant role that seems to come out of nowhere and goes off the rails. Deep Water is diverting enough, but it's a bit too melodramatic when it should be cool. It's kind of smug when it should be clever. If they were going for some sort of overheated parody of an erotic thriller, and Miss de Armas is nothing if not effortlessly erotic, it was not obviously tongue-in-cheek. Although, I'm sure a lot of tongues ended up in a lot of cheeks here. One more thing, and I want to make it clear that this is all about you, Mark. Lil Rel Howery.
I love Lil Rel.
Yeah, I know you love him. Here's a little alert. He and Dash Mihawk from the Ray Donovan series play Vic's best friends, although you never see any indication why anyone would be friends with Vic. That's Ben Affleck's character. This is streaming on Hulu. It's called Deep Water. If you like this sort of thing, it's not a waste of time. I just had such high expectations.
Oh. It was great. I loved it.
Well, there's one person who loved it.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you're tepid, I would say.
Yeah, I would say I wanted so much, and I got kind of
Okay.
All right.
What else you have?
Black Crab, an action flick from Sweden starring Noomi Rapace. That's the woman who played the original girl with the dragon tattoo in that trilogy.
Oh, she was great.
And she was in the Alien prequel Prometheus. This is set in the nearish future during a war between Swedish troops and an unknown enemy. Could be other Swedes, could be, and this is way more likely considering modern times, Russians. So an ordinary woman played by Noomi sees her daughter spirited away, and eventually the woman becomes part of a ragtag army with one last chance to end the war. This is what it is. If a group of speed skaters, and remember, this is Scandinavia, if a group of speed skaters...
I love this already. I had to imagine this pitch. Go ahead.
Including Noomi's character, can bring a special package 100 miles across a frozen body of water to an island stronghold in the dead of winter, the good guys, and we assume they're the good guys, will win the war. And if not, the enemy will surely triumph.
Ooh, it's a wild idea. It just might work.
What do they have to bring across?
A special package. And if I blow what the package is, it's spoiler time.
All right.
Anyway.
So speed skaters and a group of...
This chilly band of soldiers must skate to victory. I mean, I know it's called Black Crab, but maybe they should have called it Warcapades, because I was like...
What?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Anyway, the skating conceit and the perilous journey and its awful consequences are interesting. That said, it's pretty dolorous stuff, and not to mention war and destruction in Europe, complete with refugees and a sense of hopelessness. I'd call this the feel-bad movie of the spring. Black Crab, directed by Adam Berg, is in Swedish with subtitles, and it's streaming on Netflix. And again, it's not a waste of time, but there are moments where I sort of was like, skate faster, skate faster.
Dolorous is the ding word.
All right, let's wrap it up. Cheaper by the Dozen is a well-meaning but routine remake of the classic story about a massive blended family with modern twists. Dad, played by Zach Braff, is white. Mom, played by Gabrielle Union, is black. The exes are involved with the family in varying degrees. The kids are a big-hearted bunch. There are issues with expanding the family business, an all-day breakfast restaurant, and there's they have the big move from a funky, crowded house in Echo Park in Los Angeles to a gated community in Calabasas, complete with like racial profiling by some of the Richie Riches when they get to Calabasas. I'm not saying Calabasas is a hotbed of white supremacy, but
it's where Britney Spears lives, I think. It's Calabasas.
That's pretty white. And wait, a juvenile delinquent cousin has to move in with the idyllic Kumbaya crew. Anyway, complications. It's hard to hate on it. The grown-ups are game, the kids are cute, but the gags are lame, the emotion is rote, and geez, this is I call it product. It's product.
It was great. I loved it.
Oh, okay.
Wholesome product for the whole family, but product streaming on Disney+.
Okay, so it sounds to me like you were lukewarm on some of these, or a couple of these, right? On Cheaper by the Dozen, the one you just talked about with Zach Braff.
I was downright tepid on that.
You were tepid on that one. By the way, Cheaper by the Dozen's been done before.
Yeah, as I stated at the beginning of the review, this is
the latest. I don't listen to the beginning of your reviews.
It's the latest iteration. You just want to hear whether I liked it or not.
Yeah. But hasn't it, what I was really getting at is, hasn't it been done a couple of times before?
Sure. There was a Henry Fonda, Lucille Ball version, if I'm not mistaken. I love Lucy and I love Hank, but I did not love Cheaper by the Dozen.
Okay, Cheaper by the Dozen. He's tepid on that. Black Crab, which is the. If we could just get enough people to skate with some secret thing across something.
In the near future, when somebody Russians, it's got to be Russians.
Yeah, and you could you defeat the enemy. But you thought, again, you were tepid on that.
Yeah,
Black Crab.
Interesting premise and moments of excitement. And Noomi Rapace is always compelling.
Okay, and then you went for that was it Deep Water? Was
Deep
that the
Water? Yeah, based on a Patricia Highsmith novel.
Yeah.
I wanted like something great, and it was like they didn't know what they wanted to do with the piece. And Affleck, I think, kind of checked out halfway through.
Yeah, Ben Affleck and Tracy Letts is in it. New Orleans.
Ana de Armas, she basically stole a big section of No Time to Die as the Latin American agent.
Ingenue or whatever.
Yeah, she was great. And she's compelling. And
Ingenue is a ding word, by the way, Chris. Thank you. The Outfit is the one you really liked.
I did, and
Mark
sadly,
Rylance, and that's the
other three are available for streaming right now. The Outlet, you're going to have to Outfit rather. You're going to have to wait for a little bit.
Where can we get the Marina Times? Wherever
news boxes, you can go to marinatimes.com and read all about the mostly British Film Festival that you missed. I think already. I think it's over and done with.
Yeah, but you can read Michael's stuff regularly in the Marina Times. You can hear him here on Fridays. He comes and goes on a rainbow. He's the culture blaster. Oh yeah, Michael. Bye-bye.
Adios.